Pisces Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon to full moon, May into June 2022? I am your reader, Pisces Moon, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, available on Kindle. There's a link in the description box, and I am a creator on Patreon, patreon.com /drawing the circle, really letting my mystical work, my spiritual work, doing a lot of exclusive stuff over there. Just, it's so very fulfilling. Best career move I ever made, because I'm the Archangel of Lyons. I'm Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mel. Hey, my fish family, my mer people. Let's get down to this fishy business, shall we? If you are new to my channel, a 5-card draw is just one card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, hints, and insights about a specific astrological timeline. In this case, new to full, a waxing moon, May into June, and we'll look at the astrology in a minute. But also want to say that these 5 decks represent the 5 magical elements: fire, earth, air, water, and spirit, in that order, to help you align your intention with your actions, right? Element of earth, fire, intention, choices, earth, your actions, your wisdom, air, your thoughts, water, your emotions, and spirit, your spirit, your energy. I think you get the idea, so that you can really plant that seed at the new moon and have a good shot at a good blossoming come the new moon, the full moon. So let's look at that. We've got the new moon in Gemini, Monday, May 30th, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. I am in New York. That makes it a new moon on Monday. I still have a crush on Simon Le Bon. I'm working on it. But then we look at the 2 weeks following, right, to the full moon in Sagittarius, Tuesday, June 14th, 7:51 a.m. I do believe that is Flag Day here in the United States. It was my father's birthday, God rest his soul, but he shared it with Donald Trump, and there's more to unpack there, but not here and now. So, plant the seed, make it grow. The healthier your intention is, the clearer usually the manifestation is, but, we'll see what hits the table, because it is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other sign, your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus can have very different points of view, takes on what we're about to look at here in this particular reading. But then again, those 4 signs can also have 4 different types of seeds, right? Like, been working on my garden, been cleaning it up. Lovely day today, right? So I've got tomatoes out there, but I've also got figs out there, and I've got clematis, and I've got rosemary. So like all different kinds of seeds, all with different intentions, especially the magical ones. Just saying, of course I have a magical garden. So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I'll get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that I can for us 12th house mutable water mer people. And one more thing that's really important, and I've been saying it, I'm trying to remember to say it consistently for every reading. I'm well aware of what's going on planet Earth. I'm a global empath at this point from doing this work on YouTube and all around the world with clients. School shootings, war, crime, the pandemic's still going on in places. Numbers are high here in New York. Not much I can do about that externally. But what I can do is manifest my heart's desire, which is what these readings are, right? The element of fire, what we yearn for, what we burn for, our heart's desire, because our heart's desires are part of a larger plan, a divine plan, a universal plan, and the universe always has a plan, no matter how anything seems to be. So the more we do that individually, the more we inspire that collectively, the faster this planet moves into a better place. So you do you, and I'm here to help. I think that's good. Please take a nice deep breath. It's a lot to say, but you gotta say it. Still point. Okay, using The Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish. For the element of fire, I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism. For the Piscean collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, please, what is the perfect spell fragment to help them refine, to help them fine-tune, to help them clarify their element of fire, what we burn for, what we yearn for, what our hearts desire, a seed to plant this new to full May, June 2022. Prosperity, little different than abundance. Prosperity, when something prospers, I know they're linked together a lot in a lot of, well, not just New Age stuff, that goes all the way back to like the science of mind stuff, right? Think and Grow Rich and whatnot. The spell fragment, as this tree grows, so strong, so fine, so may I prosper from the universal divine. That's pretty cool, because the universal divine ain't gonna jack you up, most likely. Right? The universal divine. Now, I have to say, the reference to trees there, I mean, trees started as seeds, but you don't drop an acorn in the soil on Monday and get a full-blown oak tree the next day. No, you do not. That does take time, a waxing period, a growing period. So, as this tree grows so strong and fine, so may I prosper from the universal divine. That's that's like a computer thing. If then, this is as so. I like it. It's what's called a conditional spell. So you got to get a tree for this one. I hope you can find one. I mean, I'm New York, but I live on Long Island, one of the highest parts. I live surrounded by trees. Plus, I grow my own. Thank you very much. I got a lemon tree I grew from a seed. I got a money plant. I got a lot going on. I got a fig tree. Well, it's still looking like a bush, but it's a fig tree. So, yeah, as a Pisces, I can do this. Nice element of fire. Ooh, card number 3, too. It's my soul number. Let's get an element of earth here. The crystal Oracle, whether you have the stone indicated or not, is a moot point. Clear quartz does everything, but grab a piece of jewelry, a rock from outside, anything, for a touchstone to help, you know, if anything, as a memory thing, right? To carry the rock. Remember gratitude rocks from The Secret? Sort of like that, but a little bit more specific. Yeah, let's just do this. Please, take a nice deep breath. Still point. Yeah, I felt that as I call to my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the 3 archangels of the north, powers of earth, hence the crystal oracles, the archangel of nature, the archangel of wealth, the archangel of Lyons, Archangel Ariel. Please, what is the perfect crystal oracle message? The element of earth, to fuel and feed the fire, to ground and manifest their heart's desire of prosperity. This new to full May 2022. Charoite, Charoite. I call it the Coochie Stone, but I'm Generation X. People are like, what is he talking about? A very high vibrational stone. I don't know if I think I might have owned a piece in the way back. I know we used to sell it at Body, Mind, and Soul on Walt Whitman Road in Huntington Station, New York, back in the 90s. Very expensive, usually set in jewelry, usually gold, but that is not the case. I don't think I have any. Honestly, I think amethyst will work, but like I said, you do. Do I keep skipping over you? I do. All right. So here are your key words: acceptance, generosity, clarity, and inner vision. So I would definitely say the acceptance and the generosity feel more heart chakra, but the clarity and the inner vision definitely feels like 8th chakra. 8th chakra, 3rd eye, 6th chakra. Charoite is a highly spiritual crystal that helps awaken higher wisdom. Okay? You are being asked to accept the current events and bring your focus within. All will become clear through meditation. This has been pretty much a theme throughout these readings. It's not always the case with the Crystal Oracle, though. This is a time for reflection and contemplation, a time to allow your inner wisdom to guide you. You will realize that there is nothing you need to change, and that all is as it should be. Okay, hold on a second. There's a thing about accepting what is that the ego plays with in a way that is not the healthiest thing ever. It's all a stage and a process. But I don't have enough money. I accept. Right? Like, we're not allowed to think that sucks, that we're not allowed to feel authentic about, you know, I'm struggling to fucking pay my bills, or whatever the lack is. Proserpina is the Roman name of the goddess Persephone, right? So it's where the word prosperity comes from, or it's certainly linked in the original Greek. So it is that idea of not just fertility, not just abundance, but there's an expansive quality of it. You can prosper in your career, you can prosper in your relationship, you can prosper in your health, you can prosper in your garden, right? It's a bit more active than just abundance, right? Which can feel a little static. Prospering is on the move. And flowers grow where'er she walks. Ped Fecundus. Terry Pratchett Wintersmith, genius book. So trust. This is asking you to trust. Even though the current flow of events is confusing, there is a divine order to the madness. It is only through love and acceptance that the divine order can be seen. And I do agree, but that love and acceptance has to be where you are. So if you're watching the news and you're freaked out, and Lord knows with the school shooting this past week, I mean, the empathic surge as a Pisces moon, it was insane. Like, before I knew what was going on, I was like, what's going on? And I'm just crying, like inner child crying. And it took me 24 hours to put it together, even though I then watched the news. I was like, oh, not saying that that's the reason, but, you know, we're all one. And seeing that as I was healing that was the only thing I could do to help those parents, the other kids, the nation, the planet heal emotionally. It sucks being an empath, but the thing is, yeah, it seems unfair that we are clearing the energy fields for everybody by us feeling and healing and going deep into the Mariana Trench to do the shadow work on the regular, but we get the spiritual evolution that they don't. There's always a balance. The universe always has a balance. So get that there is a larger plan in play here. And so you have to, from Matt Kahn, we're using his Matt Kahn Healing Mantra Deck, last card down. Whatever Arises, love that. It's the name of his first book. It really is a bestseller, and it's really worth the read. So if you're like, okay, all right, now think of it. Think of your heart chakra as a child, and your job is to give it the love that only you can give it. And then it makes its way through it, and like a good burp, sometimes it's a minute, sometimes it's an hour, sometimes a day, who knows. But eventually processes through it and does feel better and then sees clearly. And I think that's what we're looking at here, the clarity, the inner vision, but with this acceptance and generosity that really goes with prosperity. Excellent. Okay. Element of air. We're using the Healing with the Angels Oracle. Two ways these cards work, usually both at the same time. One is, of course, the word written on the card is for the element of air, for you to think about, read about, study, pray about, meditate, use it as a mantra, whatever. For the element of air, fire needs air. Air does not need fire. So this is something that usually takes a little bit of work. The other way these cards work is that they are the names of healing angels. Angels won't come unless you call them. And you have to be open and authentic about how you feel, right? So if you're feeling all sorts of gnarly and nasty about the prosperity, putting that in air quotes for whatever area of your life that's in, and, you know, there is this inner vision, this clarity available to you, then whatever these healing angels are, call them in to help you heal it. And get the prosperity your heart's desire. Please take a nice deep breath. But remember, they don't come unless you call. Still point. As I call upon the angels and archangels of water, the sign of Pisces, the powers of the West. Please, Gabrielites, all the legions of Archangel Gabriel, call it what you want. One card in clarity for the Piscean collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for the element of air, what they need to think about, read about, pray about, focus on, and the healing angels that they need to call to stoke that fire of prosperity, what they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire, grounding it with charoite, the meditation, right? That mental clearing, that inner vision, that time of reflection, seeing that there's nothing that they need to change, just they're in a place of acceptance right now, because the universe always has a plan no matter how anything seems to be. So please, who waits in the wings, with their wings fully spread, ready to swoop in and help the fishy people, the Piscean collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, element of air, this new to full. Abundance. I'm not calling it a straight up double whammy, but it's damn close. Now, what's so funny, abundance for me is very Demeter. Prosperity is Persephone, so you sort of got a mother-daughter goddess team here. Demeter is really happy her daughter's back above ground. At least the flowers look like it around here. So, abundance. What would the healing angels of abundance do? Yes, obviously, if you're casting for prosperity, you're thinking about abundance. But abundance, it usually, like traditional, it means that you have more than you need, right? Like, oh my God, boy, do I have an abundance of plastic, like DoorDash stuff, right? I save it up, I box it up, take it to the recycling center like every month or whatever. That's an abundance. So it's a neutral word. So go with what would the healing angels of abundance do? Well, heal you in your abundance issues, perhaps deliver an abundance of healing. Play with the words, because sometimes if you just go real simple, real keyword with it, you miss it. They want you to go deeper. They want you to think about it. What conversation would you have with the healing angels of abundance, if you could be completely emotionally honest about how you feel about all of it, right? Understanding that they're angels, they're not going to punish you for it. They're going to be like, of course, you have to be open and honest when you're talking to angels, because they know. They know. So if you pretend to be all nice and like light and fluffy and whatnot, particularly if you're a Pisces, they're going to be like, oh, that's not what your chakras are saying. Your chakras are saying you are angry, you are frustrated, you are terrified, whatever. All right. So healing that with the healing angels of abundance mentally feels actually really nice. But now the element of water. Whispers of Love Oracle, as I love to refer to it as the party turnter. All of a sudden the party hath been turned. There's a romance card on the table or something. There are no womp womp cards in this deck. Nothing to be worried about necessarily. Like, oh no, like there's no devil, there's no tower, it ain't tarot. But it is the voices of the higher selves. So let's see what's going on in the element of water. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, please, what is the whisper of love for the Piscean collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs? Watching this video, receiving this reading, their energy and motion we experience as emotion, the juice to the spell, the thing that makes it feel alive, putting their heart into it for this heart's desire of prosperity in fire, charoite, meditation, inner vision, clarity, reflection, very high vibe stone there, working with the healing angels of abundance. What's the element of water here to help them this new to full? Love it. Slow down. This is big for me. Slow down. When you are excited, you get ahead of yourself. Take some time to allow things to unfold. Can't drop a seed in the soil on Monday, get a full-blown plant on Tuesday. It doesn't work that way. Slow down. You have a right to be excited about whatever excites you. That's resonance. That's a form of intuition, usually excitement. But if you watch what the mind's doing, it can often take it way out of the realm of clarity. So that might be part of this. Absolutely, what the mind might be thinking about abundance in terms of, may I prosper from the universal divine. The universal divine gets you what you need. It gets you what you need, not necessarily what you want, unless they're the same thing. And here is the dichotomy. Here is what I've learned, and I learned this from Nat Khan. Give credit where credit is due, right? When we get what we want, and it's what we need, we think we did it. When we get what we need, but it's not what we want, we think we did something wrong. What if neither one of those are true? The universe always has a plan. We're not in control of that plan, or by all means the timing. So patience is not a word I am comfortable with. But stillness, I can sit in meditation. I can calm myself down. I can slow down. I was grinding out videos so hard before I left the YouTube partnership program and jumped over to Patreon. I blew out my lower back. I fried my nervous system, burnout big time. Wouldn't call it dark night of the soul. It wasn't that. It was a career thing. It really, really, really was. And I had to acknowledge exactly how I felt about it. Made the jump over to Patreon. Still been working. But it's at a much better pace. The pressure is gone. And as a result, I have prosperity and abundance of other things. Like health. Like rest. Like happiness. Like flow. And freedom. That's a big one. An abundance of freedom on planet Earth right now, I think, would be really key, right? So slow down emotionally, because that's the other thing when we're all revved up. Every emotion is cranked up to 10, where really if we weren't so wound, they would be more at a 5 or a 6, not in terms of how good or bad they feel, but in terms of intensity. And come on, 12th house, collective unconscious, Pisces, we feel everything really deeply. Oh my God, particularly the Pisces moon. Because moon is your internal emotional states, etc. I'd like to be under the sea. I don't know about an octopus's garden, but I could think of other things. Maybe a little Adam Curry on the side. Let's get you the spirit card. Yeah, Aquaman, white clam courtesy telephone. The healing mantra deck by Matt Kahn, the spirit card. The mantra to put this all together. So look, I'm not running out and buying a Charoite. I don't think I have one. I'm probably going to use a piece of clear quartz, because I got plenty of it. So grab a rock, call in the healing angels of abundance, do the spell for prosperity, and then slow down. That sounds like that sounds like not bad for a Monday, right? Do that before you head out, right? Well, depending on your time zone. I just have to go from the couch to the shower and then come downstairs, set this up, and do it. It's not that big of a commute. Ready? Spirit. Mantra. Breathe. Still point. Last card down. As I call to the Ascended Masters of Prosperity. Please, beloved ones, what is the perfect healing mantra for the Piscean collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, to charge the spell, to align the intention, a little thing that they can do, a mantra every day, using whatever rock they use, whatever object they use, casting for prosperity, healing angels of abundance, blowing on that fire as they slow down and watch things unfold. Give it. Give it. Give it. Give it to the Piscean collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, that it clicks, that it makes sense, that it helps, that it heals with their heart's desire, manifesting into full physical prosperous manifestation this new to full May, June 2022. It is my favorite card in the whole deck. Inviting ecstasy. I am worthy of all the pleasure my heart desires. Chant it. I practically had it tattooed on the inside of my eyelids. It's my favorite mantra. Ecstasy is actually a very high vibrational, higher dimensional, divine frequency that you can tune yourself to, but a lot of people lose it if they don't have the infrastructure to deal with it, particularly mentally, emotionally. This feels so good, I can fly. No, don't. It does not have to be chemically induced, just saying. Inviting ecstasy. I love that. Can you tell? Did my mood change? I think it just did. I think the dolphin came up for breath. instead of the shark. Inviting ecstasy. I am worthy of all the pleasure my heart desires. Meow. Oh, Star Kitty. I don't know if you could tell that's a cat. This is Star Kitty. When ecstasy is invited, you feel aligned and ready to receive all the miraculous and joyful gifts of experience the universe is ready to provide you. Yes, that would be a prosperity of ecstatic experiences, right? New adventures. This is a new moon read. Ecstasy acts as a cosmic green light that grants your destiny permission to enter. In many instances, pain can be healed and released once a healthy relationship with pleasure is established. So what's a healthy relationship with pleasure like? Well, it's like a healthy relationship with a good friend. They come and go as they need to come and go. You don't control them. You don't say, hey, come in, I love you, I'm going to make you some coffee, let's snuggle. And no, you can never leave, right? That's called addiction, right? Next thing you know, heartbeat from under the floorboards. This mantra is ideal for increasing self-worth, nevermore elevating levels of excitement and allowing bigger dreams. This is the best card. There could have been the last card down for really a very fascinating series, these 5 card draws, because I think of what's going on the planet. See, because the more ecstasy is an incredibly high vibration. It just is. I mean, there are mystics who are ecstatics and they're just there all the time, but they can't drive, they can barely chew, right? So here we are, not in monasteries, looking for ecstatic experience, though we may not always call it that way, but that's what it's like being in the presence of the divine, not just in prayer and meditation, but being in the presence of the divine at your core. It's an amazing process, and it's an amazing experience, and I will work this mantra for every day for 2 weeks using some kind of stone with the prayer. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to put this all together, a summation with a blessing. I do every time. We use the torch of Archangel Ariel that I've nicknamed Torch Ariel, so that we do the blessings for real. So the blessings come through and they get amplified. There's a lot going on in that thing. Then we'll chat at the end, because I have found the best way for me to not have this energy field of a collective in me after the reading is to let it all out through whatever goofy comes out of my mouth in the last 20 to 30 seconds of the video. Most people don't stick around for it, so I feel a little carte blanche. Good drag name. Please take a nice deep breath. Blanche Carte. One more. Still point. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine, for the Piscean collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, my mer people, my fishy family, I love them also. May they be blessed with all that they need, that they may invite ecstasy, because they are worthy. We are all worthy of all the pleasure our hearts desires, and maybe that's why we need to slow down, because when we are excited, we get ahead of ourselves, and we need to take some time to slow down and let things unfold and call upon the healing angels of abundance. Maybe they can prepare us for this ecstasy, for perhaps the external things that might trigger the ecstatic events or be a part of the overall holographic scenario within and without, through meditation. Working with the Charoite vibe, really allowing ourselves to see, to reflect, to get that clarity, and to get that there's nothing we need to change. It's all fine, but we need to see that there is a divine plan in play, even if we may not understand what that plan is, so that we are more at peace, more centered, more calm, to certainly plant the seed of prosperity, but that it may manifest under much more solid, stable conditions. So as the tree grows strong, so fine, may we prosper from the universal divine, for the well-being of all. and with harm to none, as we will it. Oh, so let it be done. So let it be. So it is. I just caught a whiff of that ecstasy from my own heart, up and out. Oh my goodness gracious, give it a shot, give it a practice, and remember, it's not a once and done. It's like brushing your teeth a little bit every day, right? Sit-ups, pick your ritual of health and healing. So did you like it? Like it. Come on, you got the ecstasy card, run with it, right? Hit that thumbs up, help the other fishy families find this, the mer people around the world. And if you want more of me on YouTube, if you feel the intuitive Pisces click, talking to another mer person, subscribe. It's what the best mer people do. And certainly if you want to go deeper, you want to take that deep dive, you want to go into the sargassum, it's a long story, you want to plumb the depths of the Mariana Trench with me metaphysically, spiritually, then come Patreon on patreon.com/drawing the circle, because I am the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mel, as do my humans, my heroes, my witches, my angels, my immortals, gods, goddesses, all tiers over there. I love them so much. They're helping me pay my bills, so I'm giving them all I can, exclusive content, and a lot of fun along the way. Also, if you want to book me for a private reading, there is a link in the description box. Booking a reading with Mel explains the whole process for you, just like Clarissa. So thank you so much for watching, my fish people. I loved this series so much. I love the 5-card draws. They are my favorite. They're the fastest. And usually they're happy, peppy, and a little upbeat. So I hope you enjoyed it. And seriously, wishing you all the very best and the very blessed of this new moon to full May, June 2022, my beloveds. Farewell, and blessed, blessed be.